Hello guys and welcome to my channel Amateur YouTubers. Today we are going to know about our solar system. The solar system is a small part of the space. It consists of the sun, the 8 planets and innumerable other small objects. In the beginning, the solar system was nothing but a huge cloud of dust and gas. When it collapsed, pulled together by its gravity, part of it became very dense and hot, turning into the sun. All the materials that were left settled into a spinning disk around the sun, where the planets and the other objects that make up the solar system formed. The solar system is enormous. Our Earth is just a tiny part of it. The closest natural object to the Earth is the Moon. As it orbits the Earth, its distance from the Earth also keeps on changing. As its farthest point, it's about 405,696 kilometers, that is 2,52,088 miles from the Earth, while at its closest point, it's around 3,63,104 kilometers, that is 2,25,622 miles. Saturn is the farthest planet in our solar system and its distance is about 4.5 billion kilometers, that is 2.8 billion miles from the Sun. The solar system is not static and is constantly changing. Other than forming planets, some of the materials that formed the solar system remained as asteroids, comets and other small bodies. Till often about 3.8 billion years ago, these objects quite often collided with the planets, due to which craters are formed. Even though the number of such collisions had drastically reduced, they still happen. There are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Mercury is the closest to the Sun, while Neptune is the farthest. All the planets orbit the Sun in the same direction. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are completely made of rocks, while Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are made up of various gases. Due to this, they are also known as gas planets. As the planets go farther away from the Sun, the time they take to orbit or move around the Sun also increases. This happens because their distance from the Sun increases. The first planet in our solar system, the Mercury. Made up of rocks and covered with innumerable impact craters, Mercury is a dry planet. It is the smallest planet of our solar system. As it is the closest to the Sun, it has the widest temperature range. Mercury is baking hot during the day but freezing cold at night. Even though it is difficult to see without a telescope, an instrument with lenses in it that help make distant objects look nearer. During the day, due to its nearness to the Sun and its small size, Mercury can be easily spotted before sunrise and after sunset. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is not only the hottest but also the brightest planet in the solar system. It is made up of rocks and it is always surrounded by a thick cloud that traps heat and makes it gloomy planet. Out of the 8 planets in our solar system, the Earth is the only planet that has life and liquid water. Third from the Sun, the Earth is the largest planet that is made up of rocks. The surface of the Earth continues to change due to the movements in its crust. The Earth also has one natural satellite called the Moon. Mars. It is also known as the Red Planet. Out of all the rocky planets, it is the farthest from the Sun and is extremely dry and cold. Its surface remains deep canyons, frozen deserts, giant volcanoes and polar ice caps. These have all been formed in the distant past. It has 2 moons. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Not only it is the largest planet, but it also spins the fastest, completing one rotation on its own axis in less than 10 Earth hours. It's only made up of helium and hydrogen but has a central rocky core. Jupiter also has a ring around it which is very thin and faint. It also has a large family of moons. Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. It is a pale yellow in color and is mainly made up of helium and hydrogen. Saturn also has a rocky core. It has a large family of moons and its distinctive feature is that it has a ring system which is made up of innumerable pieces of dirty water and ice. Uranus. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. Its distance is 19 times the distance of the Sun from the Earth. It's extremely cold and has a sparse ring system which encircles its equator, an imaginary line that cuts through the center of the Earth. It's an almost featureless system, world bounded by a layer of haze. As Uranus is tilted on its side, it appears as if it has rings and moons orbit from top to bottom. Neptune. Out of the 8 planets in our solar system, the Neptune is the farthest. It is also the windiest and coldest. Its atmosphere consists of hydrogen, rich gas, and the planet itself is basically made of ammonia, methane, and water ices. Dwarf planets are small, roundish objects in the solar system. Till date, 4 dwarf planets have been discovered. These are Ceres, Eris, Pluto, and Makemake. While Ceres orbits between Jupiter and Mars within the main belt of asteroids Pluto, and Eris orbit beyond Neptune as part of Kuiper belt. The Kuiper belt is a belt made of ice and rocky objects. Now let us see some quick facts. The Sun contains about 99.86% of the mass in the solar system. It is about 73% hydrogen. So most of the matter in the solar system is hydrogen, with the remaining amount being mostly helium, oxygen and carbon. Everything else like the metals and rocks is just a tiny fraction of mass in solar system. Since the earth is constantly resurfacing itself, we can't find out how old it is. But there is another way to find out. Meteorites, which date back to the formation of the solar system, have been raining down on earth for millions of years. Scientists have sampled meteorites and learned that they are all 4.6 billion years old. That means that everything in the solar system formed are around the same time. Venus is the brightest planet in our sky, and we can see it with naked eye if you know where to look. It is the solar system's brightest planet. Yellow clouds of sulfuric acid reflect the sun's light brightly. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.